up his lunch break, but the first map here is going to be domination on strike zone.
Really, I wanted domination strike zone. I actually love it. It's so fast paced, especially for ghosts, which can get a little bit boring sometimes. I remember last time Yumi actually casted over it. We saw it was TK up against Curse Las Vegas, the team which is in it, and both of the teams scored over 10 captures. That just proves how fast paced it can be. I really want to see if both of those teams can bring that intensity into this game.
Yeah, and I mean, domination is going to be a little different on strikes. I know a lot of teams, they like to try and get that spawn trap in that B bar, locking the other team in. And off the bat, who do you want to jump on board with?
Let's get on board with Formal. You know, the former Halo Pro, he absolutely went off at Columbus, as you said, and I'm loving this play he's going. He's going straight for that B-Dom, try to give FeaR an early lead advantage. He's going to spot a player, comes out at the wrong time, and that is a free down for FeaR, not the start they wanted.
Yeah, and I'm on board with Dito right now, and right there is a pretty much, it's like a kind of, I don't want to say a rookie move, but I mean, Formal was looking at the right spot. He knew he was looking at the right spot. And, just got a little over anxious and tried to push that, and it's going to give Curse actually both flags B and C, and it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to try and push for this 3-cap or lock them back at A.
Hopefully they can get them spawning at the bottom section of that A. There is a little bit of spawn trap there. It's a little bit harder to work. But as I'm saying that, I'm noticing Curse are actually rotating over to that A flag. Obviously they want to try to keep it fast paced. They want to keep that movement going. But as I was saying that, that's going to cost them the B flag right now. As Moho, he's going to get it. And this could potentially be a triple cap for FeaR.
Yeah, and I mean, right there, that was a big gun battle. I mean, if Moho would have won that, they would have been able to 3-cap, but you see Complex also getting taken out in B, and it's just going to be Formal outside of B. And if you're FeaR, you can just lock this down right here. You see Moho, he's moving around to C. He's going to try and pick up this one player on C, which he does. So right now, he's just got to get a player. He's got to get himself in position to take back kitchen. Moho with a nice kill right there. He's got to watch his back kitchen. You can see on the mini-map, you don't really know where the Curse guys are, but they have a guy watching junk, they have a guy watching front bar, and they just needed a guy watching back bar. And right there, I would have liked Moho to just kind of camp back bar and just do the job that Formal is doing on right now, which I'm on his screen, but he's dead too.
Complex needs to rotate over, needs to get some big kills, but he gets taken down. So Curse, hopefully they'll be able to regain control of that C flag. But FeaR, they've really lifted their game in this past minute or so. They're starting to actually work the spawns in their favor, and Curse, they're actually trapped in that B side now. So all they got to do is set up around it. There are only 3 entrances and exits, so they can just, post up in certain bits. They got the numbers advantage. They can push Curse into the back of the spawn, and they can get a hefty lead going for themselves.
Absolutely, and the play I would have liked to see there is, I mean, Dito is trying to help his team, but I would have liked to see Dito kind of just stay junk and just watch A. I mean, he could have kept them off A for an extended period of time, and they were able to take it back. But I'm going to bring up the scoreboard right now, and you have Dito at 8-2. Miracles at 9-5 for going big for Curse. But I mean, Dito at 8-2 for FeaR, and they're winning right now. I mean, that's the big score right here.
I'm noticing the actual FeaR squad, there's only 2 captures to 2 people's name. Then on the flip side, you got Curse, 4 caps for Killer, and then 2 for Miracles and Daneless. So they are capping a ton of flags, but Curse obviously playing a little bit more slower. And when I mean slow, I don't mean they're not, bringing the intensity. They're just not really pushing too much for extra flags. If they get those 2 flags unlocked, they're happy with that. They work the spawns, they work the certain parts of the map as they're doing right now. They don't have A right now, but look at Formal. He's actually rotating over, realizing he's losing C, and the rotation by FeaR is on par right now.
Yeah, and I mean, that was a big kill right there for Formal. I mean, if he doesn't get that kill, they most likely don't take A, but he's actually going to be taken out. But FeaR has a 3-cap right now. They just need to hold on to these 2. There's only 1 minute and 40 seconds left. They should just really camp C and B, or just camp the 2 outer ones. But it looks like Curse is going to take C, so they should definitely set up mid-map. And you see Formal, he's pushing bottom store. It looks like he's going to try and make a play, but Complex was holding down that back bar. He's taken out. So Formal should really jump on this C flag because he knows that the other team's rotating into bar.
See, Formal, he's getting concussed. He spotted play on top of those steps there. They're going to jump down and somehow wins that gun battle. That was big for him. That's going to let him take C, and Curse once again stuck in that B domination. It almost just seems like Mr. X, every time that FeaR make a play, Curse tried to counteract it, but he just gets shut down almost immediately. They're playing a much more strategical domination game right now. As I'm still on board with Formal, he needs to rotate over to this A flag, win this gun battle. Oh, the hip fire there, nearly losing it for him. Spotting a player, and FeaR was the free piece. They should be able to recontrol that A flag and get some more points on the board. But look at the scoreboard there, Mr. X. FeaR, they got a hefty lead, and it's only been the first half.
Yeah, I mean, only being the first half. Strike Zone's definitely a map that, I mean, I fully expect Curse to come out hot this next half. And I mean, right now, I think pretty much what's going on in this game is, well, up until now, I mean, if you saw the kill feed, it's pretty much being dominated by FeaR.
Oh.
I think Curse Las Vegas just needs to come out and just slay more in the second half. But I mean, I'm definitely impressed with what I'm seeing out of this FeaR team. I feel like I said that the last time we watched them play. But, just, I mean, you see the play right here by Formal, just kind of put shots and run and just play defense with 10 seconds left. I mean, they're just making all the right plays.
All I'm seeing is just FeaR in the kill feed. Formal with the 2-piece sit-down kill, he says, and it's just FeaR, all lining up that kill feed. Very rarely do I actually see the Curse players. They're getting outslayed, outplayed, and outmaneuvered right now. And I would really want to note it at the start of the stream. We had a little bit of discussion about how you actually said you thought Curse was, a little bit stronger on their respawn game modes. And
Yeah.
I'm not too sure if, you're bad at predictions or what, but FeaR, they're proving everyone wrong right now.
Yeah, and I mean, I believe that was a 28-point victory for FeaR, so, that's a pretty good victory on the first half.
Good lead.
And I mean, the Miracles had a very good game for Curse. At one point, I believe he was like 14-7, just got probably trapped in a little bit of a spawn trap that last half, but I'm definitely going to expect Curse Las Vegas to change up their game a little bit. I mean, I don't know if anybody was running an AR for them. I really didn't see too much AR play out of them, so you might see something like that switched up in the second half because, Dito was doing pretty well down to that junk area, kind of holding down A for a pretty long time. So I think they're definitely going to try and switch it up and just change a little bit of what they've been doing on that side.
Dito was just going off with Zach Remington. He was keeping all his engagements long range. He knew his lines of sight, and he just played it to the books, and it worked out very well for him. He just basically realized, what, I don't need to push this. I don't need to challenge these guys. I'm just going to do my role, and I'm going to do it to perfection. That's what he did. He was a big contribution as to why FeaR have that 28-point advantage. We're going to be on Curse this time, so hopefully they'll be able to, make a little bit of a comeback. But 28 points, that is a lot to ask from them. But if a team's going to do it, I would put my money on Curse. Oh,
absolutely. I mean, we've seen these guys be down before, and they always seem to come back. And I think I want to go on board with Killa at the start of this game. I think he is definitely the most important player for Curse Las Vegas because he kind of sets the tone and just the overall pace for everybody else. When he's playing at a high speed, it kind of energizes Nameless and Miracles, who both kind of go off just the emotion of it. And, right back in this game, I'm going to jump on board with Killa, who they're going to actually 2-cap A and just kind of I imagine he'll push out mid-map and just kind of watch the middle, but you see Parasite also in front of him push the C stairs, and he was able to pick up a player, and so is Miracles, and the other two are in bar. And if Kill is able to pick up these two, he should be able to take this. He just needs to get a teammate over here to watch his back bar, but it looks like he's going to try and just do it alone.
I just realized what Curse are running. All of them are running that Antar submachine gun. They obviously want to keep up that intensity, that high pace, and they just want to bring it to the FeaR team. I'm not sure if it's working too well for them. They really need to actually implement it more often. They got to stop sticking back, trying to get some long-range engagement. They just got to basically just go for it. Just go balls to the wall, get in FeaR's face, and almost just try shock him into winning it. And they're doing that right now. They do have those 2 flags. They just got to try and lock it down. Killa has been a big benefactor in this first minute of this second half as to why they have that B control. He is free for nothing with 2 caps, so he's already doing very well straight off the bat. We'll see if he can continue. He's moving into the mid-map, but look at FeaR setting up. They got the 2 down, and now I won't be surprised if we start to see them make a push.
Yeah, and right now it's important. I'm on board with Parasite. It's really important that he cuts off this junk because that's really where FeaR is going to be trying to push. They're either going to try and push junk or they're going to try and push into back bar. So they usually would have an AR type player sit back here, but since, as we were saying, Curse really isn't running an AR right now, I guess this is the best option. But it looks like FeaR is trying to funnel in that bar, and I'm on board with Miracles right now, and it seems like him and Killage took out everybody.
Oh, wow. It just seems like 4 downs. It's all I'm seeing throughout this domination game. And I'm really impressed with how Curse have flipped it up. They were down by 28 points. They're actually starting to reel it back in now, doing a brilliant job. But look at that Formal. That's a big 2-piece. That could set up his team right now. Need to regrip right now as Killa. Oh, no, that's actually Parasite. Missed an important 2-piece there. That is going to give FeaR the chance they needed to take down that B flag. And Killa needs to start to make a rotation with his team right now. He's going straight for that C flag. He doesn't even want to follow up at the B. And good rotation by Curse. I'm really loving what they're doing right now. And they are just playing exceptionally well right now.
Yeah, and the only issue I have right here is you have all 4 players from Curse in this back bar C area. You have nobody over at A. But it looks like that FeaR team is going to be spawning in bar. And, you see Killa, he's pushing hard for this 3-cap, taken out by Dito. But, right now, I mean, Miracle's the only one up for Curse. They need to get over towards A because I imagine FeaR is going to be trying to take this anytime soon. And as I'm saying it, there it is. And let's see, Killa and Parasite, they're all spawning up and just kind of pushing into bar. You'd like to see at least one go storage junk to try and cut that off.
Curse, they only got about a minute to try and get, if they do lose one of the flags, they got about a minute to work with it and try to get it back. But it's only a 21-point advantage, so they do need 7 extra points to tie it up and try and take the lead. And they're on track to do that. 2 minutes left is all FeaR really got to do right now, is get control of one of those flags, hold a 2-cap advantage or two flags to their name for about a minute or so, and they'll have this game on lock. And that seems to be what they're trying to aim for. They're really pushing those spawns, really trying to make something happen. But Curse just seemed too strong for them right now. They are playing out of their skins. I'm on board this Nameless. Haven't seen too much of him. He's rotating to that top 3 section. They just lost C. This could be a big moment for FeaR to try and take out this game.
Yeah, and I mean, right there, you probably, if you're Curse, you would have liked to have an AR, because as I was saying, he would have been able to cut off that whole junk area at range. You wouldn't have been having to push all these gun battles, but it's going to be interesting. That's 2 down again for Curse. It looks like Parasite's going to clean up a kill behind Killa, but Killa's the only one up right now. His team's going to spawn in bar, and they're going to need to get A back. I mean, this is going to be huge if they can get this back.
20 seconds, no, 20 points actually, so I rephrase that, is the advantage they have. But look at that, that was a big kill there by Complex, and that is what FeaR needed to get that A control, and I'm willing to put my money on it there. Oh my Dito with the panic knife on Killa there. Mr. X, I'm willing to put my money on it. I think Curse have taken it out. They've held their posture. They've compromised. They haven't compromised themselves. They've really, in the last 3 minutes or so, held it together, and I'm really impressed with actually how they've flipped it up. They had a shocker for the first 2 minutes, and all of a sudden now they've just lifted it up. And I'm willing to say they actually do have this second round on, and that will be the domination actually. So really impressed with Curse how they played this one.
Yeah, and I mean, it's gonna come down to the wire. As we said, FeaR only won the first half by, I think it was 28. So right now it's a 20-point game. I think they're gonna have to hold this. I think it's pretty much over. I think, Doc.
Yeah. 20 points. Yeah, they
20 points. Yeah, it's over. It's there. Yeah, they would have needed to hold that 2-cap forever, and they let them take A back. So looks like FeaR is gonna win our first map.
Yeah, brilliant job by them. As I said, they held their composure. They were down. They had a shock. First 2 minutes was all Curse. That's all I saw on the kill feed. That's all I saw while watching. And then FeaR, they regained as a team. They started to work more, and they really got that rotation towards that B flag. Got that on control. And then all they did was hold that 2-cap for about a minute or so, and that just put so much pressure on Curse. It just seemed like they were almost folded in the end there. But Killa, he had a magnificent second round there. 13 through 11 with 5 caps. He mixed it up there. He wasn't playing good at all in that first half, so he's lifted his game. But let's see if they can bring into the Search and Destroy. Completely different game mode, and this is a chance that Curse needs to tie up the series. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is definitely a game that Curse is going to need to tie up the series. But I mean, right there, I was going to look at Dito. Dito went huge, 19 and 11. But I really think it was because Curse just ran those 4 subs. If they would have had an AR, they would have got a little bit more map presence, and I think that's probably what they were missing on both halves. But when we come back from this commercial break, it's going to be game 2 of FeaR against Curse Las Vegas. It's going to be a search and destroy, so stay tuned.